too often, but I've got the 1.0 run and we've got MVS. I need just like some pindling.
Usually when I donate bits, I make a joke, but not this time.
Well, thank you. Confused. Unless that's a joke within itself that I'm missing somehow. Am I failing to see the goat? Botez Ubers joke? Did I say goat? I don't know if Botez would make it to the Ubers. That, in fact, sounds like the least fun I could possibly have playing this game. Trying to corral them both.
Heyo, 22 months.
To come play some Ubers. Let's do this. Wait, where's my runes?
Usually when I donate bits, I meow until llama is fed up of me. Feels weird.
Thank
Just
you,
kidding.
Meow.
Meow, 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 meow,
there he
meow,
goes.
meow, 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 meow.
Okay, also the meow, yeah. Trick for 22 months. Meow with some meowing. Replace MVS with me carrying Botez through Ubers. I think that sounds worse. How's the weather? It was actually a pretty nice day today. Except, so I go to Chipotle today, right? Because, you know, I always go to Chipotle on days ending in Y. So I go to Chipotle. And I walk there because I like to get my exercise in. So it's a little over half a mile away. About 3/4 mile, roughly. And so I walk to Chipotle and I get there. And I don't have my face mask. And it's face masks required in Texas. Or face covering. So I'm like, all right, I'll just cover up my face really quick. Run in, grab it off the shelf, and get out of there. Right. So I cover up my face. I go in. I look, and it's not on the shelf. And it's already like 20 minutes late. So it should have been up there. So I can't like sit there and argue with them or talk to, you know, like I don't have my mask on. So instead I have to run all the way home. And it's like late on the food and I'm hungry. So I run home, get in my car, drive over there. And they're just like kind of pretending like they're just like, yeah, no, like, okay, we'll make it right now. What do you want on it? Sort of thing. But they were kind of pretending like it was weird. They were acting really weird about it. And then I got to the checkout. And they, well, I could have called them from outside, but that requires thinking. And they were like, is this the guy? And they were like, yeah. And they were like, oh, okay, here you go. Here it is. But they were being really weird about it. Not like, hey, is this the guy whose order we forgot to put out there? Yeah. Okay, here you go. He was like whispering like, is this the... And she was like, yeah, the guy was like, is this Danny? And I was like, my name's not Danny. I mean, I didn't answer that. And they were like, just give it to him. So I don't know. I got my food. No, I mean, they made the burrito in front of me, so they didn't put something in it. The chips were stale. I was pretty mad about that. So, I don't know. It was weird. That's all I can say. But I got my Chipotle. They heard about me from Chipotle guy? No. Is this the guy who ignored our sign about mask? Maybe that's what they were saying. Because that is fair. I mean, initially. And you said, pro tip, leave a mask in your car. I have 3 masks in my car. But... Ooh, sorry. But that doesn't matter because I didn't take my car. I ran there. Or I walked there and then I ran back.
Mr. Llama working around the Diablo 2 source code saying, if Monday, disable Mang Song drop. Best of luck with Treasure Tracking Tuesday.
Ooh, Treasure Tracking Tuesday. I like that. So, yeah. I need to put a mask in my shoes or something. So, we'll see. Who knows? Just another magic Tuesday. Wish it was Monday. I am ready for being able to go out again. Okay, indelible.
Good evening, Senor Sir Mr. Rama.
Thank you very much. Rip. Yeah, Pinot can be cold immune. Then I use Fireball.
Breaking news. Llama has feet corona. Meow.
Feet Corona. Sounds brutal. End of summer, early fall. Broken. Weird having 3 weeks vacation this year, but nowhere to use it. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I just did like this, and I like walked in like this when I first went in. Nice, Raggets. You have 8 weeks of vacation? What? How do they not recognize me if I'm there every day? Well, I'm mostly just doing to-go orders, so I just walk in, grab my thing, and leave, you know? Because we're magic finding. Good question. Do you think D4 should have targetable monsters? Thank you, Tigrenier. How you doing? Ooh, Tigrenier art. Turned into a little art channel now, huh? That's cool. Yeah. Oh, interesting. It's 8 weeks, 1 year there. I mean, honestly, I like... Well, it was always just Tigrenier before. He rebranded to Tigrenier Art. I swear if this is another unique Vortex Shield, I'm done. I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, it's just rare. So many Vortex Shields lately. Crazy. Well, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everybody. My 7-year-old just said, "Oh, come on!" If they can literally just bring Diablo 2 farming into Diablo 4 and like items, then they're good. They don't need to do anything else. It's like the biggest hack in the world. You know. Like, we already have a perfect item system. Does Diablo 2 have other issues? Sure. Kind of, not really, but you know, sure. But items, oof. They could fix a little bit. Also, Indelible had a T3 sub. A little extra love over there for you. Okay, let's do a quick... In the middle of this, let's do a quick talk. Because somebody brought up a really good point, and it's something that I want to talk about. This is how you know it's getting serious. Maybe, no. Well, Hold up. We just gotta... I'm gonna make this look cool. Hold up. It's gonna be the start of the video, and it's gonna look so cool, you guys. Ow. Almost. Just hold on. Take off the headphones, maybe, for it. We're gonna... I was going there. Nope, I'm missing my head. Shoot. Ugh. Hold on, this video is gonna be so cool. Oh, almost. Stupid. Oh, dang it. Just pretend. Remember, YouTube's not gonna see all these parts. They're gonna think that we dude perfect it. Oh, that was it. I'm like rolling over my head right now. Hold on. We got this. How hard is this to do? Man, I really figured we would have got this within a few tries. You know? Ow. Alright, I'm going to make the hat a little bigger. It gives us a little more room to land our head in it. I gotta arc it, not line drive it. I mean, I feel like I'm arcing it. Get on the head. That was so close. Oh, we're getting there. This is it. This is our spin right here. This is the... Almost. Oh, come on. Land on the head. Just... Hold up. It's almost there. Whew, man. Oh. Dang it. Oh, that was going to be good. Same with that one. Okay, so we got this, and we'll double spin it, and then it'll be good. That's it right there. But obviously we got to... Hold on. Hold up. Yep. And this is...
Join my army of the dead.
This is the quality content I sub for.
A gift
Dang it.
for you.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Help me.
So
You'll get it
close.
eventually. Sure hope this alert doesn't ruin the success.
Nope.
Join my army.
Ah, that was the right, but it hit right on top of the
eternity
head, but it
later.
was the wrong. Help me. Help. I need help.
A gift for you.
Honey, stop. You're embarrassing
Maybe I just
yourself.
take it off the head. How is the hat always upside down? No matter which way I hold it, it always is the wrong way.
Join my
Ah, that was it.
Next poll. Which happens first? A
What's
perfect
up,
hat flip
YouTube?
or
Mr.
99?
Lamas
We all
C
know it
here.
isn't Mang song.
Coming to you guys with a little Diablo 4 thoughts and actions. So, I wanted to talk about a couple of things, right? I wanted to talk a little bit about my idea. I've talked a little bit about this with potions. I've talked about this with items. I've talked about just the interactions with cooldowns and all of these different things. And what I really want to talk about is how we need to balance things better and why it's important to have this balance. I know this doesn't exactly make perfect sense at the moment, but I'm going to go ahead and use cooldowns as the example. So cooldowns are a fixed set thing by the game that is removing all thought and removing all interaction that the player really has. Yes, you can do a little bit of like balancing with your cooldowns, but often you just get into set repetitions of things, right? So it's just like, okay, I push my, E key, and then that goes on a 7-second cooldown. So then I press my Q key twice, then I press my W, that right, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Whatever it is, it becomes very set, and you don't get to always make these decisions. You're just deciding a little bit of like where you're going to, cast the certain thing or whatever it is. And what I really dislike about it, and what the person said in one of my YouTube comments that I was like, yeah, that exactly is my thoughts, is how it limits your real thought at every moment and your resource management. And I think resource management is really the big key here. So for instance, in Diablo 2, let's talk about potions, right? You can have as much mana or as many potions as you want, as long as you are willing to give up sacrifices to have mana potions, to spend your gold, whatever it all is, on those potions, right? So if you go to Akara and you buy 30 mana potions to fill your inventory and then fill your belt full of 16 mana potions, let's say that you have a 4-slot belt, right? And you fill it all with mana potions, you are now solid on mana, but you're very short on health. You're very short on inventory space, right? So you're giving those sorts of things up. So maybe you start making trade-offs. Okay, well, I want one of the, rows or columns in my belt to be health potions and the other 3 to be mana potions. And then like some in my inventory, but I also want to save some inventory space because I'm kind of looking to pick up some armors and pick up some things that can sell for some gold because I still need gold. Whatever it is along the way. So you are making these decisions along the way, and obviously a lot of people be like, well, endgame it's all just like max charms and nothing else, and I agree. I actually don't like that piece of D2, that your entire inventory ends up being filled completely with charms and you basically have no space because charms are so much more worth, so much more than potions, worth so much more than space, worth so much more than any of that other stuff. So that's actually something in D2 that I think isn't as good. But the importance here is that you get this resource management and you get to always make these decisions, right? So you can have more potions out there, and that gives you more time to sustain, to be out fighting monsters, all of that. If you don't want to sacrifice that, then you don't have to, and you can have less of these potions, more of this space, whatever it is. People also complain about rejuvenation potions, right? They're like, rejuve potions are stupid. You can just sit there and drink, 10 rejuve potions really fast when you're just getting like spam hit by all these really hard things around you. You're just like spam, drink all your rejuve potions, whatever, great. Yeah, you can. But rejuve potions don't grow on trees. Like, rejuve potions either require gems plus potions mixed together in your cube to make them, and that's a pretty tedious process just to make a single rejuvenation potion, or they require you to go and kill monsters and try and find them, and that can take a little bit of time. And so you can kind of run short on them. You have to do this, once again, this dance, this balance of like, am I saving some rejuve potions to put in my belt later? Am I having 1 column, 2 column filled with them? What am I doing? It's not just this free potion that you go buy from a vendor and you just are full on rejuve potions and now you have a bunch of these, right? So this is kind of the importance, in my opinion, of rejuve potions is, yes, you can spam them a little bit, but then you're out of rejuve potions. And obviously as a speedrunner, that's a huge thing because I lose, many runs when I've run out of rejuve potions and I'm like trying to push forward still and I don't have that option available to me. But additionally, like even when I'm playing hell characters that are like endgame characters, I'm still having to balance finding rejuves, putting them in my belt and making the decisions. So yes, they're very crazy powerful, but they're also limited in their resource, and it requires, once again, time, decision, all of that for putting them into your belt to make sure that you actually are like filling up on all of that. So the main point from all of it is that I think the game is a lot more fun when you are required to balance and a diverse number of resources. And this is something that obviously in Diablo 3 I found didn't exist as much, right? You get a potion, and it's just one potion, and then it goes on cooldown. You get all of the skills, but you can only use some of the skills at any time, and they're cooldown, right? And so it just became this like thing where I didn't feel like I was balancing and like really dealing with the resource allocation and even like inventory management. I know some people don't like inventory management, right? They're like, just make everything the same size. It's fine. Like, it's better than having to deal with shuffling the items around and playing inventory Tetris and stuff. And I can understand that. But the things that I like about inventory Tetris are, one, it gives more oomph to the game, is the best way to put it. It feels more, the game feels more real when a scythe takes up a big amount of space than when a scythe takes up the same amount of space as a pair of boots, right? Like, if you're putting boots and a scythe next together and they look the exact same, just visually and from like me believing the world and getting invested in the game and everything, it doesn't look as great. Additionally, a large scythe looks a lot cooler. Yeah, it's taking up more spaces, but it looks a lot cooler. But there also becomes this whole like internal game and dialogue that you're playing where you're sitting there and you're saying, okay, so, you know, this scythe is 8 spaces in my inventory, but I've only got 4 spaces right now. Do I want to pick this up? Do I not want to carry this right now? Do I want to like get rid of some potions? How do I want to juggle all of these things around? Maybe you're looking for gold. Maybe you're looking for certain items, whatever it is. And once again, you're going to be sitting there and making decisions along the way. So it's another resource to balance by having different weights, essentially, or different sizes of these items. You're making these decisions. And you see it as well, like in Dark Souls, whatever games that have like, they use the weight mechanic. But the same idea, right? You're having to sit there and do a balance and judge importance and value of items. And Diablo 2 also has a limited stash size. And a lot of people hate the limited stash size. And I understand it on Battle.net when you're like farming and you just have a bunch of mule characters. That's kind of annoying. But like in single player, when you're playing through the game, I love the limited stash space. Because I always instantly go, is this item more important than this item? And then I have to make a decision. And even if an item's only being used for a certain use case, right? This is only for when I'm in a high lightning damage area and I need some lightning absorb. Is that having that item take up space in my inventory and my stash worth it? And so for me, having the more that you give these balancing resource things that I have to personally decide on, the better the game ends up being. And the more that you decide on them, or the company decides, or the game decides and tells me, well, this is it. You get 1 potion and then it's a cooldown, right? Your skill's on cooldown for a minute now, so you get 1 use of it. The more that stuff happens, the more they're just playing the game. The game is playing itself, and I'm just kind of like going through it. So that was something that I just wanted to talk about because I know some people came in, or a person came in my comments and mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, that is something and that I wanted to really vocalize and I think is really important when looking at why I love Diablo 2 and what I would really love in Diablo 4 and what I think would make Diablo 4 a more successful game is just having more places where I make decisions along the way, right? And doesn't have to be everything just handed over or cool down or, you know, forced to be set. Let us kind of figure it out and decide those things. So anyways, just want to talk about that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace, YouTube. Cool. First try. How cool was that? First try hat flip. I was so excited I kind of forgot what I was going to say for like 2 or 3 seconds. Is that my first try? Hold up. Wait. No, these are all... Just wait, where's the... That you didn't even get the... Oh my God.
A gift for you.
Sorry, forgot to hit record. Okay.
Fresh meat.
WOOT. 4 months, baby.
4 months. Thank you to... Hold up, let's go down. Indelible, Raggets, Epsilon, Meow, Mangsongs, Esroy, Revsenaris, Drake, Indelible, and
Wow,
doing it dirty.
I can't believe you totally did the hat flip first time without fail.
Thank you.
A gift to you.
Let's go Llama Big 47 months. Loving every
Wow,
second.
47
Love you,
months.
bud.
That's crazy. Coming up on that 4-year badge. Nice. First try, every try.
Help me.
Where can we get that lit shirt?
And you know, like, something that they could do if people really hate inventory Tetris so much, they could have a button where you press it and it auto-organizes your inventory
A gift for
and,
you.
like, best fits things as best as it can to make space, you know? I'd be cool with that. Thank you, Tom, man. I guess a tea. What did you consider as your best day Magic find on this character? I can't remember exactly, but I know I've had some days where I found just like so many things. But my best day is probably the day I found Tyrio's Might. I also found Nightwings that day. And it was just beautiful. The finding Team Might was huge. You've been an advisor on any game projects directly? Nope. Yeah, and obviously if you don't want to do that, like I probably wouldn't hit the inventory organize button, but you know, it's just like, I don't know. I want them to still build a really good game, and I think this would help build a really good game. You know? These nuts. Yeah, I reset the map seed here and there. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, I don't know, maybe they will take some feedback, maybe they won't. We'll see.
Hey Sport, be quiet. Just change your title to Magic Find Tuesday. Just do it. Deucement. Do it, without the rest of chat knowing. Kappa.
Mm-hmm.
With the time and dedication you prove to chat with these hat trick failures, you will get that Mang Song's lesson eventually. Don't give up. My offer to give you
Failures?
some Meow RNG still stands, whenever you're ready.
I didn't see
Meow,
any
meow.
failures.
Fresh meat.
Did I say remaster? Oh, I meant just Diablo 2. 20-year anniversary. Hey, Gilamatic.
I can't carry anymore.
Thank you. It's Monday. We're just going to leave it at that. That was an okay item. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was okay. 15 all res, little life leech, Amazon skills. You know, whatever. Yeah, I saw that, Civitas.
I can't carry
But mine works on 1.13, and now I also have the character information showing, so I'm happy with it. Maggot lair, never. First Diablo character, summon Necro. With like all points and skeletons and nothing else, and all the skeletons died in like 2 hits. And I'm not sure I made it out of Act 1. Awesome, Warren. Can you message me on Discord with that, or post in the mod channel with it? Nice, BOID. Command and Conquer? I was supposed to be at work Tuesday. Good thing I can tell him to check your stream. That's right. Excuse me, Mr. Llama says it's Monday. So I watched the Hulu show movie Palm Springs or whatever with Andy Samberg. Actually a really good movie. Pleasantly surprised. I don't know how many of you guys have seen it. But I was very, very pleasantly surprised. Yeah, it was actually funny. And you just finished it? Nice. It was a nice mix of you know, sci-fi and
Impossible.
like rom-com, and it was just good. It was just a good movie. The actors were all really strong, so that was the thing. You know, they just kind of like, it wasn't complicated. The story wasn't this crazy story that had like a bunch of places to be and a bunch of action going on. They just kind of like let the actors just be strong. It was good. Oh, you should watch the credits, Tony. I'm gonna knock that out for spoilers, potentially. You should watch the credits. Nice. How you doing, Eduardo? The Old Guard. Let's check it out. Yeah, I almost missed it as well, but at the end of the credits, or like in the middle of the credits, there's a small little scene with Roy talking. Oh, Amazon.
Hey, wow, you're such a good streamer.
Hey.
This is so fun.
Thank you.
P.S. You look super cute today. I love what you did with your hair.
Love what I did with my hair, right? Yep. That's right. Oh wait, we gotta do this. Alright, well we missed probably like 15 runs or something. Yeah, he's becoming a better actor for sure, I'd say, Raggins. His acting has grown.
I can't carry anymore.
You guys ever think I could be an actor? Maybe. Act like a real streamer. How else could you lure so many girls here if you weren't a good actor? Fair point. I'll tell you already, Pete Davidson. Gosh dang it. You do a pretty good job of acting like you care about chat. Oof. I do care about chat. I'm not a good enough actor to fake that. My accents are bad. What do you mean, man? Alright. Yeah, you're right. I don't even know what I was going for there. Alright. Take your guess what accent I was just attempting.
Join my army of the dead.
I have that clip
Italian,
of you with
French,
that hat
foreign.
trick.
Jamaican!
I love
Gigi
them.
got it. That
Remember,
was my Jamaican
YouTube isn't
accent.
gonna see all of these parts.
I really hope so as well. That's right. That was Jamaican. GG got it. Alright, so it was a good Jamaican accent. I'm just not gonna go again.
A gift for you.
It's not Monday.
It's Monday somewhere. No, it's not. Isn't time just a another dimension? and thus you could technically claim that it is in sometime in the future is a place. Where are you from? Jamaica? Because Jamaican me crazy. Nice. I've used that one a couple times at the bars.
Impossible.
No, I haven't. I don't go to bars. I did meet Tunnel Girl at a bar, though. Because she also doesn't go to bars, and both of our friends dragged us to the bars. No, you're still turning 30. Rip. I don't want to turn 30. Nice little Wraith flight. 159. Time is irrelevant. Yeah. Relative. Gnarled. I'm 33. Oof, I'm sorry.
Join my army of the dead.
I just made waffles and they were delicious.
Nice. So, 2 Christmases ago? 2.5 Christmases ago? Whatever it was. I asked my parents for a griddle. And they got me a griddle. And then it sat up in my... It made the move with us and everything. And it just kind of sat, and I never used it. And then last week I made waffles, and I was like, man, I have been missing out. So I made some more waffles again this week. And it's been fantastic. You asked for it and then didn't use it? What the heck?
Join my army of the dead.
I mean...
It only goes downhill after 30.
Wow, Astroy. Waffle stream when? I mean, I'm down for a waffle stream, but it'll be pretty short. It does not take a lot to make waffles. It's like 3 minutes. So for me, this is why, like, I don't really have Amazon wish list. I don't really have anything like that, because I'm just not much of like a, you know, an items person. There's not a lot of Imans. There you go, BYD. Well, you didn't watch her unpack it, Esroy. My goodness. You got in the best shape of your life at 30? Nice. And so... Yeah. So, like, I don't know. I just don't do a lot well with gifts because there's not... what am I... You know, I've got Diablo 2. I've got my computer. I have a bed. Like, what else do I need in life? You know? They're just regular buttermilk waffles or whatever. So, you know, when they ask me about things I need, I try and think of something that, like, I could maybe need. So I figured, you know, a griddle would be nice. But then, I haven't used a griddle in a while. And I don't drink coffee. No, I haven't finished Mistborn yet. Well, I haven't traveled. Normally I read when I fly, right? Or when I travel. So that's been a big issue, is like my off time I'm trying to like get outside a little bit to have some sanity right now, but I'm not traveling on like weekends. So after 30 I'll drink coffee, maybe. Are there Chipotle gift cards? I always accept Chipotle gift cards because I use those. But yeah, so I asked for a griddle because I was like, you know, that seems like one day when I want to cook some sandwiches or whatever it is, then I'll have it. Make a panini. But then I just never did anything with it for 2 years. But then I finally did something with it, so I was right. So I was right. I mean, there's great coffees, but the thing is... Oh my god, binary. A panini is a sandwich, basically. The thing is, I just like don't want to be like addicted to caffeine. You know, like caffeine's a drug. Obviously, a mild one in comparison, or maybe not, considering 3/4 of the world is addicted to it. But like, I drink water. Water's healthier for me than coffee, than alcohol, than any of that stuff. And I'm happy drinking water. So, I don't know. I'm fine drinking water. I enjoy coffees here and there, but Dvoretsky's endgame manual. I lost a lot of endgames this week. I've had a bad day of chess. Maybe like 2 days. It's been rough. I think I'm down to like 1260. I'm not bragging about drinking water. I'm just saying, like, water is the best thing for your body, and I like the taste of water, so I just don't have a crazy urge to, like, you know, get away from it. Napster. That's all. Like, I also eat a lot of candy, and candy's not good for me. So I've been eating a little less candy lately, which has been good.
Are you saying you're not addicted to water,
As I have
but you take
sour
a gulp
Skittles
every
right
2
next
seconds?
to my...
Either way, coffee is mostly made of water, Kappa.
Listen. So, yeah, and I regret being addicted to sugar. I'm a big fan of H2O too. Hey, wait, no, you shouldn't. No, that'll kill you. Don't do it. That's always a good joke. I'll have some H2O. I'll have some H2O too. And that man died. Because Harmony lets me get vigor, which runs faster. Peach rings are the best candy? Nah, fam. I mean, they're aight, but... Do my peers pressure me into eating sugar as a child? No, I voluntarily ate as much sugar as I possibly could. Just bleach my throat and destroy my lungs and probably kill me. No, it'll probably kill me. Sour Skittles are wrecking my mouth and throat, though. I literally woke up with a sore throat, and both sides of my cheeks are torn up. Like, I can't eat any Sour Skittles right now because they're burning my cheeks. It's horrible. But it's kind of good because then I'm not going to eat as much candy because the acid has burned away my cheeks and I have to wait a little bit before I can eat more. Like, man, my whole mouth is torn up. I can feel it. That also happens with Sour Patch sometimes. You get the like 5-pound baggie from Target. And after like eating like 1 to 2 pounds of it, your whole mouth and throat is just ripped apart. The roof of your mouth is terrible. Yep. Did I get any acid reflux? Not right now, but I've had it before. It was actually super, like, weird. Like, I'd never had heartburn before. And I woke up one night, like, 3-4 months ago with heartburn. And I was, like, freaking out because I had no clue what the heck was going on. You know, I just woke up and my, like, insides were on fire. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like having like a freaking panic attack because of it. And then I was like, wait a second. Isn't this just what heartburn is? And I was like, yeah. And then everything was fine. And then I like chilled out. And it wasn't after the hot wings, no. I know this is what 30 looks like. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I've never been drunk before either, so I don't know if drunk gives you heartburn as well. But I've never had that experience before. It was freaky, man. Drunk doesn't give you heartburn? Okay. Do you think people who get heart attacks get surprised by the heart attacks and worsen the experience? Probably. I mean, your mental state and a lot of that stuff matters. And I, like, don't do well in those situations. I get heartburn when I smell la musk. Do I have any particular reason for not drinking? Not a good enough one. I'm happy. It's kind of differed over the years. Ooh, sacred armor. You know, I would say it's kind of shifted over the years. My first thing, because obviously you guys know that I was super cheap and frugal way back when. So back in, you know, well, back in like high school and college, I was running track and doing a lot of sports, and I saw everybody like drink and then get hungover and all of that stuff, and I was like, man, like their practices looked miserable, and I just felt like back then it was a lot of the kids trying to be really cool and thinking that they were the hot stuff because they were drinking, you know, high school and whatever, and just people being like really stupid. So I was like, all right, like I'm not that interested. So I didn't drink at all then because, you know, it was just too much of people trying to be cool. And like I was the kid who rode a unicycle and juggled and solved Rubik's Cubes and memorized pi. Like, you know, I didn't have time to be drinking. You can't ride a unicycle drunk. I mean, you probably can, but it's probably harder. So, plus I just saw like, you know, what drinking did to people. Obviously, you know, there's plenty of stats of homicides and drunk driving and all sorts of stuff. And so I was just like, I'm not a huge fan of the alcohol industry overall. And nobody sold me on it, right? When I was in high school, whatever it was, I also wasn't invited to a lot of parties or anything. But just the way people acted when they drank, I was like, well, this isn't like making me want to get drunk. Law is against drink driving. Exactly. Thank you, Dad. Lad. So, anyways, so I was like, okay, well, maybe when I get a little older. And so I went to college, and then all the frat guys were like getting mad drunk and harassing the girls, and the girls were getting drunk and then, you know,
Good
putting themselves
thinking.
in weird
BRB.
situations.
Gonna crack one open.
There you go. And I was like, this doesn't feel like anything I'm super into either. And then I hit 21, and I was like, maybe I'll go have some stuff to drink. But then at that point I went and I like went to go and like see prices, and it was like so expensive, you know? Like we went out to like grab dinner, or I'd go get dinner with like my friends. And it's like, okay, our meals would be like, you know, $12 each or something. And they'd each get a couple drinks, and their bills would be like $30-something. And I'd be like, what? Wow, that's got a lot of mods. Not bad. And I was like, what? Like, you just spent $30 for dinner? And I'm like cheap as crap. You know, I was getting the cheap thing on the menu, and they'd spend more than that because they might get like a $20 meal, 2 drinks, and it's like $45.
Has so many restraining orders.
You know, maybe even more with tip and tax and all that stuff. And so me being the cheap butt, I was like, never mind. I'm eating my chicken tenders and drinking water. And that's also why I didn't really drink soda. Because another way, I mean, huge ripoff at restaurants. It's like $2.95, $3.95 for a soda. Screw that. So I just always drank water. And so, yeah. And then, you know, we'd go to like a ball game and stuff, and they'd all want to get a couple beers at the game. And, you know, a beer at a ball game's like $20 a beer or something. And, $2.95, you get 3 to 4 refills. Yeah, but then you've drank 3 to 4 refills of soda, and now you're like jacked up on sugar. So, anyway, so then I skipped out on it for that, and then like I started making like okay money because I had my job and all this stuff. But I've always been kind of cheap, and then eventually the cost just like wasn't as much a factor. But like, at this point, I'm super happy. Like, there's nothing better than a nice cold glass of water or lemonade on a hot summer day for me. I don't need like a cold beer, you know. I'm good with it. And then I have no interest in, you know, I've obviously been addicted to sugar and have crave candy and stuff. And so I'm like, do I really want to risk like slightly getting addicted to alcohol, or like feeling like I want to drink more and it's not good for me anyways? Is it all worth it? Probably not. So I just kind of, and I'm also 29, so I'm like aging past the time when it's fun, and now like, you know, I'm supposed to just get hangovers and whatever, and I don't know. So I figured, forget about it. We'll just do it in our next life. So, yeah, and like I say, no like great reasoning for it. I'm just kind of lame, I guess. But whatever, it works. You know, that's kind of in my life. I've always been the lame kid. I'm cool with it.
Help me!
You don't consume the same liquids as I do. The horror. You must provide justifications for your liquid consumption.
Right. He doesn't need to escape his life, something a lot of people can't relate to. You know, that's a little bit of it as well. That's also something I've like never wanted to create an escape for myself in a way. Not that I'm like judging other people. Like, a lot of people enjoy it, it's fun, what, you know, like, you live your own life. I literally am speaking purely from my life and my experiences, and have no judgment about how anybody else lives their life, because that's their choice. But like, if I want to go like dance at a wedding, I go dance at a wedding, and I don't want to create a dependency where I'm not going to like do it unless I have a drink, or unless, you know, whatever stuff, right? Like, oh, I have to drink to loosen up or whatever. Because then you create a dependency, or you create an escape, or whatever it is. And I never wanted to create something as well that I can turn to in like times of like depression or whatever. You know, I'm having a tough time, I'm gonna like drink a little. Like, I never wanted to have that either. Like, I think it's a lot better to physically sit there and confront it and, you know, deal with things like with the pain, right? Like, if you're depressed, confront the depression, confront the pain, spend time with it, feel it out, and like work through it, and then you'll come out the other end stronger. If you're afraid to go dancing but you want to dance, don't like create a dependency to do it. Go like push yourself until you get out there and start dancing, and do whatever ways you got to do to get yourself there. But like, I don't know, I just think it builds you into a stronger person overall when you're doing that stuff on your own. So Dr. K. I hear about him a lot, but I haven't ever like watched his stream. The dependency thing is real. Yeah, I see it like with all sorts of yeah, it doesn't always work like that, and obviously there's plenty of times where you know, having whatever to deal with it can be helpful. Like, you know, that's totally fine. I'm just saying, sitting there and like throwing alcohol at a problem to band-aid it, in the long run, I never saw as a solid move that would improve my life overall, even if in the temporary. Do I still run and train? A little bit, not near as much as I did before. I ran today some. And yeah, like obviously people use lots of different means for escape. Some people escape with video games, some people escape with alcohol or drugs, and people, you know, like there's a variety of ways to kind of escape and get away. And I think it's good to have your own getaways in life. I think just having, you know, making sure you're not too dependent on them, and making sure that they're not things that are being abused, or you're using it as the only way and you're not ever tackling the real issue, you know? Sorry about that, Hippo. I ran today because I forgot my mask. It's true. It wasn't a planned run, but I walked 3/4 of a mile and then I ran 3/4 of a mile, so counts as running. Why am I describing you? Sorry. Yeah, and once again, things in moderation are totally fine, and as long as you are like honest with yourself, because we all know when we're like lying to ourselves for the most part, as long as you're honest with yourself and like being very aware of the situations and recognizing and all of that stuff, then, you know, do what you want. Do you get fined in Texas for not wearing a mask? I think you're supposed to. Whenever you enter into any place, you're supposed to wear a mask. But obviously, like at restaurants, you have to wear a mask in the building, but then to eat, you just take off your mask. So like nobody has mask on in restaurants except when they walk through the door. So they walk through the door with their mask on, and then they like pull their mask down. So I am not going to eat at restaurants right now.
Help me!
The only dependency you need is your depends supplier.
For the gamer in you. That's right. Thank you. Restaurants, I mean, with how many cases we're having right now, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. 1 in 110,000 stick. Not great. That 99 is close though, man. 2 rare legendary mallets, I know. Both spam. I'm on Players 1. Is there a dependency on video games? Oh, for sure. That's not bad at all. We ever find out the most money saved from the... what do you mean? Paying $126 for the 50... Or $50 for the $100 worth of bits was the most that you could get. Yeah, we've been getting some decent jewelry lately. I mean, we even found... What was that ring? That one. Not bad. Good strength and life. Oof. Not bad. I've been looking up... I think I told you guys this yesterday. But I've been watching videos about all-inclusive resorts in the Caribbean. Thanks, Crunchy. Yeah, you put like... I mean, I think it'd be better with life leech or something on it. Not the dolphin thing again. No, 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 not the dolphin. We don't need that sadness today. Italian pirate. Yeah, exactly. Llamas of the Caribbean. It is, Scud. That it is. Malice or Steel for early Paladin. I mean, Malice is just a better version of Steel. But you can make Steel in like a scimitar, which is nice if you have like Holy Fire and Zeal. But obviously Steel can be used earlier than Malice by a little bit, so 2 levels. Go to Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy, right? I mean, I think I'd fit right in. You guys heard my accent earlier today. No, my chair's really squeaky. It just like... I still haven't gotten a bunch of lube for it. So, yeah, no, I just want to go down to... I don't know. One of those islands. There's so many places to go. You can go to, you know, Antigua. You can go to Dominican Republic. You can go to St. Vincent or St. Lucia. Go to Martinique. You can go to, you know, Mexico. There's tons of great places. Cozumel, whatever. You can go down to Costa Rica if you want. I really do want to go to Costa Rica, actually, sometime. You can take a quick trip over to South Africa. Exactly. Just give me beach, all-inclusive, and I think I'm set. That's all I really need. I just need to be able to wake up, eat a lot of food, eat a lot of ice cream, drink a lot of different non-alcoholic but tasty drinks, virgin daiquiris and whatnot. Capital of Costa Rica? Costa Rica. Go to Puerto Rico. They need the business. Puerto Rico is trying to get people to like come visit. So is Nicaragua, right? I think both of them were trying to.
I am overburdened.
I don't know capitals of lots of places. No, the other 99s are cheetah characters for practice and training. You're Costa Rican? Nice. Come to Brazil? Not right now, man. There's not a lot of places handling this worse than USA. I think Brazil is one of them. Go down to Fiji? That'd be dope.
Join my army.
Just made more waffles.
Nice.
Don't worry, boys, still good.
Nice. Yeah, Americans are banned from everywhere. I could see moving to Puerto Rico to avoid income tax. I mean, that is a true thing. Like, if you move to Puerto Rico, I'm pretty sure you pay, like, no tax. You pay, like, 3-4% or something. They're, like, really heavily trying to incentivize people to move there. Kind of want to like look it up. Ooh, rare thundermaw.
I can't carry anymore.
Puerto Rico tax haven. Most Puerto Rican residents are exempt from federal income tax. Yeah, I mean a lot of people are like going there just for all the like zero income tax.
Fresh meat.
I know a dude who moved there, and yeah, like I said, I think he pays like 4% tax on all of his income. Thank you. They call me Jeff for the resub. For the continuation of the sub. You can live overseas and not pay federal tax. I mean, it doesn't exactly work like that. If you have to live more than like X number of days out of the country, and I think you still have to pay some taxes. Like the U.S. government has a lot of like tax stuff. Yeah, the Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S. Exactly. But there's no federal income tax.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, it's been a little minute since Unique. I agree. Not Monday, close enough. But, I mean, I don't know what the state of Puerto Rico even is right now. Do they have internet and like electricity back for all of the island yet even? I don't even know. Yeah, Puerto Rico is a territory, not a state. Just like Washington, D.C. and Virgin Islands. How many territories do we have? Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, American Samoa, and then there's 16 territories? Good Lord. I didn't know we had that many. Oh, and then there's the minor outlying
me.
islands.
What
Oh,
does a
okay.
burnt pizza and a pregnant woman have in common?
Got it.
Somebody didn't pull it out in time.
There you go. There's your unique Ethawk mail. Probably have it, just in case. And almost Greenland, except not even close. That's a ban on Saturday, right? Hawk mail. Yeah, we got it. Oh, I got burned today, Brute. Well, I didn't get burned. But I got quad rallied offline. It was nasty. No, I didn't get zeroed. I actually held decently well, which was very surprising, considering I was out of talents and everything. I went from 18 million troops to 9 million. But I only lost 1.3 million T4. Yeah, the guild reigned, so that was nice.
A gift for you.
I lost
Quad
1.4 mil
rallied.
T4.
Is that another way of saying, you know?
Thanks, Negamyth. But they lost. Let's see. Their rallies were all. Let me look at the report. Um, 2.25, 2.4, 2.4, 2.25. And they had 800k T5 and the rest T4. So there were like no T2. It was all T4 and T5 in every rally. So I think I did like 380 million damage. And I lost about 100 mil. So I was pretty happy with it overall. Yeah, worth it. I capped one of the dudes. Well, I capped all of them. Except one guy, I for some reason didn't cap, but I have no clue how I didn't cap him. He lost 92 million and I lost 40 million. But somehow I didn't cap, so I have zero clue what happened. Yeah, I know. Some of you guys aren't going to know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. I'll be done with it quick. Do it, Cyrus. So it was good overall. Yeah, it was fun. But now I have to rebuild the T2 because Llama's speaking gibberish. Time to go on a nice rebuild. Thanks, Chris. Llama's having a stroke. It's a mobile game that I'm not really playing a lot right now. I'm just like super casually playing. But I finally got attacked in it. I haven't been attacked in it in a while. So I was kind of chilling.
Not in town.
And gosh dang it. And then I had a bunch of dudes go to town on me today. But I was able to grab on and hold them off. So it was good. Just got there in the nick of time.
Help me!
This stream is now a numbers station. Please ignore the mysterious encoded messages.
Yeah, I beat him away. Exactly. I was very surprised to get the notification. Well, the notifications was I'd already taken like multiple hits. Like they did two doubles.
Is that what you play during the 4 to 5 hours you spend on the toilet thanks to your Chipotle addiction?
So I literally like got a notification when it was like 10 seconds until the second round of rallies hit. So I logged in just to watch myself get, you know, pounded a little bit. But it actually wasn't too bad on that. Only one hit really, maybe 2 hits. 2 hits hit kind of hard because they countered once they found out my counter. No, I didn't have time to swap anything. I literally had nothing swapped. I put gear on. That was the only thing. I put on my mix gear, but my talents were still trash, so. I had no altar, no prisoner, nothing. No talents, no boost. It was about as weak as you could find me. Great Mall. Yep, exactly. Hunkered down, bit the pillow, just kind of exactly. Wait, what? Bit the pillow? What does that mean? Anyways. What are we gonna find today?
I can't kill.
Hey Llama,
Hey.
good luck finding Mang songs. I have been painting my whole house
sorry.
getting ready to sell it, and am
Nice.
about to settle down for the night with a little D2 to decompress.
It's a good way to decompress. Good way to decompress. Little Mavs armor right there. Darn, I was hoping those had higher fast run walk. Nice otherwise. You ever decompress with some D1? Here and there. You have 10 bill food? What? Hey, Facet. I have 2 bill food and 3 bill of the others bagged. What do you guys think it is? That's right, Gigi. Save it for my 10,000 facets video. What do I look like? Dobrunsky? Come on. Ridiculous. Good night, Pointy. Alright, we'll do it after this run. Get your guesses. I think it's a 5-5 light, actually.
Join my army of the dead.
3-5
5
fire
quarters, light facet.
die. 3-5 fire die. It's okay, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Thank you, Beast. Is there any way to know the ping to the server that I'm connected to when playing on ladder? Not that I know of. Without some sort of tool. Like, you can use tools that can figure out which server you're connected to, because that's how a lot of people do that. I mean, yeah, you can type /FPS, and that'll give you, I guess, your ping right here, but it's not really like server, you know, it just gives you that up there. But I also find that this, like, slows my game down when I have /FPS on. It, like, it does weird stuff. So, I guess if you're looking for that, if you're looking for like all the different servers and which one you have the best ping on, you'll want to find the IP. You can use that with nstat exactly, and then you can like check, but I don't know if that's gonna, do whatever. Yeah, that's how we hunt for declones though on hot servers. Will I ever do a hardcore Grail? Maybe. I don't know. I'm more interested in the eth Grail than the hardcore Grail. So like here.
Hello and good luck with the Mang Songs lesson.
Hello. Thank you. This right here is where we do it. Look for it. Whatever. Right. So here you can see all the different servers. Obviously, whatever the same IP except for the end. And then you can see estimated SOJ up. Last recorded activity, last walk recorded, all that stuff. So this is what most people use for it. You just come over here and you find whatever server and you look and say, okay, this server, it seems like it's gonna walk soon.
Fresh meat.
Beast84 gifted a tier 1 sub to
Looks
Mullet
like there was
Power.
a walk 8 hours ago. Oh, that was last recorded activity. Where's our... I don't see anything. Thank you, Beast. Thank you, Iwin. Demon crossbow. Misswalk means Diablo walked. Yeah. Go, baby, go. Mang songs. Bam! Almost. We're not using ding code. Oh my god. Be the worst thing ever. Yeah, facets honestly have a lot of use. Like cold facets, blizz sources, or cold sources, light facets. People love to shove them into griffins, J mods, all sorts of things. Like poison facets for necros. Poison necros, that is.
Impossible.
I got gifted a sub and I can hear in-game sound. Why is that? Well, you always could hear the sound. Maybe you unmuted or something. My title says Monday. Hey, happy Monday. No such thing as a happy Monday. I don't know. There's some happy Mondays. I hate the colors on Glide, honestly.
Not
It
here.
like trips me up so much. Thanks, Ironsick. Fool's Mod. Not a lot else. Dang, 2019 8. That's
Help
sick.
me.
If we're going to have dings, we also need some ski by dibby dib, yo da dub dub, yo da dub dub, ski by dibby dib, yo da dub dub, yo da dub dub.
Eba dippy dip. Go da dub dub. Is it worth to make Infinity in a Colossus Fulge? I'd rather have a Cryptic Axe or a Thresher or something, but if you're wearing like Andes and your Merc has a ton of strength, you can. But like you have to definitely be careful. Like my mercenary has a lot of strength because I have Andes. But if I'm not wearing Andes, this is a level 98 mercenary, and he's 209 strength. So like you have to have strength coming from somewhere, you know. Ever roll a 45 life skiller? I have not. Very sad. I've tried so many times, but it's just not happening. FCV is 200, still a lot. Still a lot. What are the odds on a 45 life skiller on a Bale GC? Bad. Real bad. I don't know what the exact odds are, but hey, legend. $99 at this rate? I don't know. We're gonna find Manx songs today, so it's about 10%. There you go. Ooh. Jewel and amulet. Nice. We'll see what happens when D4 finally comes out. I mean, look at the stats that we're rolling on these things. Res and stuff are out of control. 9 max, 9 to strength. I like 2 of those mods.
I didn't see you.
I can't carry it.
Thank you, Kaywin. Welcome back. Push it. Push it real good. Nah, cows suck for farming. They're only area level 81. Projected estimate for 99? I don't know. When do you guys want to hit it? Like, we can hit it by end of next week if we really want. But we have to go start farming chaos or bale or something right now. I ain't traveling anywhere.
Good afternoon.
You could also farm Nilly. Get corpse exploded and cry. That's true. Pretty sure it just stays black at 99. Why do you keep waking up between 4 and 5 a.m.? I don't know. I never wake up between 4 and 5 a.m. Ever. No, it is crazy with like work hours and vacation and stuff. Like my boss is like, hey guys, you should take some vacation sometime. I think HR is really pushing for us to take vacation. But like, I don't know. What am I gonna do with vacation right now, you know? Just like sit inside and do nothing? Is she moving to Austin? I know she like wants to, but I'm like, I'd rather save my vacation when I can actually like travel somewhere and do something. But yeah, I could do like a camping trip or something, I guess. I don't really have any camping gear or anything though. Rune staff. Oof. Oof. Is that a set rune staff? Do a road trip. I know it's been so hot. Today was really nice. Like today was the first day it wasn't excruciatingly hot.
Yes.
Eh. $451 poison small charm is still in the game. But it's a Bale charm. Right? It's like such a high requirement. And people just don't really roll Bale charms like small charms. Everybody's rolling grand charms and stuff.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, they're just not really that useful, so people just don't roll them. Enchanted Rock. Where's that at? Yeah, my players want Beast. State Park, nice. Yeah, but you say it's Texas, but like Texas is huge, man. I don't need to identify that. 320/20 is exactly, that's what everybody really wants. Max damage is just too good. That's really the issue. I don't think there was a nerf so much as people just realized that like having that damage was just worth so much more. But yeah, I don't even know where I'd really road trip to. I guess that's the issue. Any opinions on Project Diablo since yesterday? I mean, I feel like I gave my opinions yesterday during the Q&A. Yeah, Austin's in Texas. I don't know. I mean, it seems interesting. I'm worried that they'll make too many things good, and it'll make the game a little too easy. I'm really excited for some of the end game stuff they're putting in, some of the like dungeons and things to make it like harder later. I think that's really interesting. And I don't know, I think it's interesting as well, some of the paths that they're doing to make the trees a little better. Like, I like the idea of Arctic Blast being a usable skill at level 1, and then that like moves into a NATO tree and stuff. Fix some of those things up. Riverwalk's really nice. I really hated San Antonio as a child because the Alamo was so boring. But I love going down there for PAX South. That's always fun. That's right, no state income tax in Texas. Higher property taxes and stuff, but overall, it's definitely a net gain for me. I don't spend that much on rent. $1,000 a month. It really is, Todd. I mean, you know, you can save like 5, 6, 7 grand. Easy, just with that move. Do I live in Oklahoma? Yeah, I still don't have my money back from Oklahoma. They still won't like they're like, we need more time.
House, my favorite movie theater.
I'm in Dallas. Alamo Draft House here, that's right. It's not too far away from me. Go to Puerto Rico, I save even more. Yeah, but then I'm in Puerto Rico and I just have no clue what the current state of Puerto Rico is. Besides devastated from hurricane is the last that I knew. Taking months to get electricity back, you know. Here, Austin's a streamer paradise. Yeah, it is. Everybody lives in Austin. Like, honestly, so many streamers. A lot of my friends, a lot of not my friends. Just like, so many streamers live there. Ouch, slurps. Streamers will not be happy in Puerto Rico. It's kind of my guess. They've got Google Fiber. Yeah, I need anything. I need fiber. You can check my gear by clicking on the little sorceress head on my screen. AT&T Fire's been great so far. That's good to know. I think I had that at the last place we lived, and it was pretty good. Had a couple days it wasn't, but overall I was happy with it. Better than here. I've had way too many up and down days. I mean, that's kind of the really nice thing about Texas. Like, look, does Texas have its issues? Sure. Do we have a stupid governor who took way too long to shut things down and open too early and allowed us to get some of the most cases in the country? Of course. But We have no state income tax. Our cost of living is pretty low considering the quality of life that you get. Like, you know, you get, if you go into Austin, Dallas, Houston, whatever, like, they're pretty decent cities. You can get really nice houses with a lot of people, a lot going on, all sorts of things.
For you.
Bam.
Thank you, Doylam, for really, like, not that much. Like, you can get, you know, pretty nice houses in pretty close
Hey,
to
Lala,
cities.
I hear you like talking behind my back.
A couple hundred
So
grand.
I just want to remind everyone that crunchy peanut butter is superior
Disgusting.
in every conceivable
That's
way
right.
to smooth peanut butter.
Not even close.
I would go as far as saying that smooth pee-pee equals smooth brain.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Houston's not like a great city, but you know, like I have a lot of friends who live in Houston, and they seem to enjoy it. It's grown on them. I'd obviously rather live in Dallas or Austin, but like, yeah. So overall, it's like you get big city experience, but you pay medium town cost for it all, and it's super nice. So I really think Texas has a lot and is a pretty great place to live. The biggest downsides of it all is that there's no like it's very flat and there's not really good like nature around. And if you don't like the heat, then don't come to Texas. But so, you know, I always like travel to Denver and stuff to get my mountains, or go to Arkansas or North Carolina or whatever, right? Like, you just kind of travel around. But go to Big Bend. Sounds fun. What's so bad about Houston? So, Houston has its ups and downs as well. Okay, I'll say that much. The positives, that had 59 life on it, nice. The positives about Houston are that, like, the food culture is amazing. It's a very diverse city, one of the most diverse cities, if not the most diverse city in the United States. So you have a very big mixing pot of a lot of people, and oh my god, the food is delicious. Their Vietnamese culture is amazing. Their Thai food is delicious. Their Mexican food is fantastic. Like, oh, they've got some high quality food there. The Chinatown, yeah. Great barbecue, of course. I mean, that's all over Texas. You'll get great barbecue. But like, just so much good, right? I miss their Vietnamese. We don't have as much Vietnamese food here that's like as high quality. It makes me sad. So that's kind of the positives. The negatives, well, I'll just tell you a story. So I went down to Houston when I was in high school for a track meet. We were going to the University of Houston. They were hosting and they were inviting, you know, a bunch of high school teams from around the state to come in and compete. So I was riding on the bus, shake and beef, favorite food by far. Oh, it's so good. I was, and obviously, you know, just like banh mi, whatever, you know, delicious, but shake and beef is so good. So I'm riding in, and this is for a track meet, and it's like Friday afternoon or something that we're getting in, and we're pulling up on the bus with a bunch of high schoolers, and it's an indoor track facility because it was an indoor meet. And right outside of the track facility, there is a man lying face down in a pool of blood who has just been murdered. And the police, there's two police standing there who like kind of roped it off a little bit, and we're just like chatting, having a casual conversation, conversation. Students are just kind of like walking by, like, you know, stepping over the body, like, ugh, annoying, again, in the way. And all of us on the bus are like freaking out, and nobody there seems to care. It's just like, yep, just another Friday. And that was my first visit to Houston. And, you know, I think it lives up to that name. That is 100% a true
I
story.
can't carry anymore.
So, no, I've had to go back many times for more track meets and things. And obviously my friends live in Houston and stuff, so like I go down there to visit them. And so, you know, like I say, there's great parts about it. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of fun to be had. But there's also like no zoning laws. So you'll have like a really nice restaurant and then like right next door, a strip club. And it's like, what? Because they just kind of like have everything everywhere. And just things like that. I fail to see the issue with that example. All right. I don't know. It's you know, you just have a Gucci store and a tattoo parlor right next to each other, and you're just like, huh, this is kind of weird. Or like a loans, you know, payday loans right next to Gucci. Like, just there's just everything everywhere.
A gift for you.
Poggies.
Poggies. Thanks, running. It's very confusing. The city's a little scary. And that's kind of how people in Dallas feel. So people in Houston look at Dallas and they think Dallas is kind of snooty. And people in Dallas look at Houston, thank you, Mr. Pants, and think that Houston is kind of trashier or like, you know, more crime ridden and like more dangerous and stuff. And that's kind of how they view each other. So Houston doesn't really like Dallas and Dallas doesn't like Houston. People in Houston think Dallas looks boring. Exactly. Like, and they're both right. Yeah, kinda. Driving in Houston could be crazy. Driving in Dallas is also crazy. Just Texas driving is insane. The strippers always ask if that's a burrito in my pocket. And then I pull out my Chipotle. And I'm like, how'd you know? I smuggled it in. Just don't tell your boss. Does Dallas or Houston have worse drivers? They're both miserable. They're both so bad. Ooh, 3 10s. Dang. Who's my favorite streamer and why is it Dubrunsky? Yeah, he's aight. Favorite streamer. That's so tough. I mean, honestly, I don't even feel like I spend that much time in like my favorite streamers' streams. Like, I'm trying to think who I just like spend so much time watching. I mean, I'm just spending a lot of time like watching chess right now because I'm trying to get good at chess, you know. Cute Dog's obviously fantastic.
Wait, Houston has no zoning laws? So they could have a Club Kinky next to a Chipotle, or a legal defense attorney office right next to your company's accounting department? How convenient.
I don't know why those examples are used, but sure. I mean, Bota's channel's aight. It's too big for, like, I don't like watching big streamers. That's the one, like, small issue. 3-5 fire die facet. So I don't want to say like it was better when it was smaller and be like one of those douchebags. Not douchebags, but those aren't bad. You know, but like we all just have kind of what we prefer. Would I rather she be bigger or smaller? Bigger, for sure. Like, you know, I'm so happy for her that like she's blown up and she's doing really well and their channel's going great and like all that stuff. You know, like super happy and proud and all of that. Because that's great. You know, you love seeing your friends succeed. But I'm gonna go like watch other channels a bit more because I just don't watch any big channels really. Like I pop in a little bit to watch, you know, them play chess or to watch like Hikaru play chess, or you know, I watch a couple here and there, but for the most part I like to spend my time in channels about this size because then they can read the chat, we can all talk, it's all a good time. All that stuff. So
She has no chat. She has a river of ASCII characters and emote FOTM.
right, exactly. Pretty much. So, you know, I'm very, very happy for them, but that's just not my style, you know. I like these chats where it's a lot more like community involved and everybody like knows each other and everybody's having a good time. So, you know, if there were like favorite streamers, the only big streamer that I really like watched a ton of, I mean, I've watched No K-Mat Hikaru just to like try and learn chess because he's so good. But it would be Jay Carver or Run It Up Poker. That's like the only one that I really could sit down and just turn on and watch all the time. Just because he was like so chill. I love poker. Love his everything. Yeah, Jason's just a great streamer. Yeah. So, but he doesn't really do anything now, so I don't get to see him very much. So it's sad. So that was probably my favorite streamer back when he like streamed a lot. But yeah, I don't know now. There's a lot of decent streamers for sure. I just kind of bounce around. How long have I been playing Diablo? Since it came out, I mean, 20 years.
Join my army of the dead.
And borderline family-friendly chat, without forgetting a multiple language meowing guy meow 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 ashken path 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 meow 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 ashken path.
What is that? How about StarCraft? I honestly watch a lot of StarCraft. I can't even tell you who the streamers are though. Their names are either Korean or I just pick a random StarCraft channel and turn it on. Brood War. I mean, sometimes I watch like Vibe or something for some StarCraft 2, Pig. You know, I'll sometimes watch StarCraft 2 here and there. If Scarlet or Stefano or something's playing, then I'll watch a little bit. But for the most part, I'm just like
I am overburdened.
watching like Brood War stuff. I do watch Artosis play a lot, actually. He's so salty, it's amazing. There you go, Brood. Fire Red here is fun, yeah. Dude, Larva's insane, man. I was like loving Larva in ASL. Dude, cracks me up. Can't wait for GDQ to come back. Yeah. You're watching lots of AoE too? You watching Viper? He was playing StarCraft 2 the other day. I was like, oh, hey. Grubby Warcraft 3, yeah. Yeah, I think why I love watching Artosis stream so much. Yeah, Tasteless has also been streaming. It's been fantastic. It's because he's so different from his online. Like when he's like hosting events and things, like, you know, you can tell he's a little like whatever, but he's like very like more like family friendly and like positive and, you know, laughing, having a good time, whatever. And then when he's streaming, all he does is sit there and like get pissy about everything. Just like he just rants and goes off and just is like, this guy's a terrible player. That's it. He just, oh, congratulations. You're just the worst player and you won a game that you didn't deserve to win.
Hey,
Congrats.
35 months only seems like yesterday when I found you and fell in love with your streams.
It cracks me up. Hey, Contro, 35 months. Wow. Mwah. I mean, Age of Empires and StarCraft are both fantastic games. They're just very different, you know? I halluce units. You didn't even know. Whole army halluce. But, yeah, just like... I don't know. They're both great though. You know, they're very different. So Age of Empires, you can like make more mistakes, but has a lot more like, just like small. I mean, it's a lot more like winning the small battles here and there. You know, and StarCraft is more like winning the big battle. And there's less room for mistakes, though. Is Nas in here? Did Nas just get timed out? Oh, sorry, yeah, language. Hi, Taz. Hi, Nas. Taz. Yeah, it's funny to see the varying personalities, for sure. It always cracks me up. So, yeah, I don't know. I love them both, like... But I'm way better at StarCraft and StarCraft 2. Like, I'm best at StarCraft 2, I'm second best at StarCraft, and then I'm, like, not even good at Age of Empires.
Not in town.
I'm good, bud. How you doing? Hanging in there? No one's above the rules, that's right. And I'm terrible at D2, that's right. 2 to rabies, 3 to feral. You think you chipped a tooth? Oh no. Have people ever told me I'm very similar to the Viper? Personality-wise? No. I don't think I've gotten that comparison. A lot of people tell me I should play Age of Empires with the Viper,
Good afternoon.
but I don't know if anybody's ever told me I'm like the Viper. I don't know. I don't see it enough, but maybe. Shit, my girlfriend sees opening a car door for her when meeting her sister for the first time. Oof. I've chipped my front teeth 4 times. One time I was roller skating and my laces of my blades got caught in the wheels. That was the initial time that broke them. The second time I was kissing a girl and her head like hit the wall and then like came forward and her teeth knocked my teeth out. The third time my friend threw a Rubik's Cube at my face. And the fourth time I was eating ribs. I bit too hard into the ribs. To be fair, I don't think they were glued back on very well that time. I blame the dentist on that one.
Join my
To the Fist of Heavens.
But there's serious question. Did your teeth solve the Rubik's Cube or not?
Doesn't it need to be 5 open sockets to matter? I'm looking for Mang Song's lesson. My teeth did not solve it. I was very disappointed. Exactly, no Spimmy. Well, I bit the bone. That was the problem. So, I haven't done well with teeth, but since I went to college and I went to this dentist, and he was this like 350-pound man who was in the bathroom while I sat in the chair. He was in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. And then he came out. I don't even know if he flushed or if he like washed his hands. I don't know. I was sitting in the chair and he was working on my like teeth and everything, but he was blocking my nose and I couldn't breathe because his fingers were very big. And so he was blocking my nose and I was literally like going to pass out so many times from just not being able to breathe. And ow, what are you doing? And it was this terrible experience. And I was like, this is the worst dentist experience I've ever had. And then I went to the mirror and looked at my teeth. And I was like, yo, these are the best looking teeth I've ever seen in my life. And I still have those same teeth. So these teeth are like these are like 10 years old. This bondage. The dude did the best job I've ever, like, it was so good. Because before that, I lost my teeth every year. Once a year, I lost my teeth. Yeah, so the dentist office experience was like 1 out of 10, but the teeth were like 20
Has
out
no
of 10,
teeth and
so
still
it
makes
balanced
fun
out.
of Arkansas.
Hey now. I was very impressed. Teeth you suffer for give the best result. That's right. Yeah, exactly. And all I need to do is pop some painkillers, and then I don't. Oh wait, I'm immune to them. That's right. Sucks. Nothing like waking up after shoulder surgery and they're giving you morphine and they're like, how you feeling now, sweetie? And you're like, ow! Everything hurts! Did you do anything?
I can't care.
Then you take Oxycontin and you're like, how about now? Nope. Still hurts. Percocet? Nope. I guess I'll pop some Tylenol. My last crown, they couldn't numb me, so I just got a crown without numbing medicine. And that was probably some of the worst pain I've ever felt. Because teeth pain hurts. And while they sit there and grind your tooth down...
The dentists who say nothing as they jam everything
Oh my
into your mouth
God.
as they get to work, and then as they start shoving tools into your mouth to start working, they proceed to ask you about your entire life story. The
Right.
worst. Dentist, so tell me about yourself, young man. Are you studying? Working? Me, annoyed eyes MFFPRNGHHMFFFPFHHFHFHRNGHGHHH.
Yeah, getting a crown was so... I mean, that was the most painful thing ever. Like...
I am overburdened.
Nice. That was the most painful thing ever. I was like just crying the whole time. Yeah, the dentist conversations always crack me up. Like, they're doing it on purpose. They jam everything in your mouth. They got their fingers up in there. They got all their tools. They got... And they're like, so, like, how's it going? You know? What are you? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-uh. Uh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, and so then my dad dropped me off, and that was, you know, kind of the end of that, but it was a good time. Love it. Oh my gosh, Lauren, ouch. Ouch. That was the exact conversation I had with my dentist. Yeah, we all have that conversation. So how many siblings do you have?
I can't carry
Oh, yeah.
Fresh meat.
Keen! Keen! I'm sorry, did you say 15 or 18? Keen! The catty! Thank you. How's your mom doing? Okay. Oh. Sky spirit.
Impossible.
Aw. That had really nice life and res on it, if only it had any good skills. One to hunger. Oh, I need to get more of my floss. Let me see if if it's on the Amazon. They stopped selling it. I'm so mad. And I tried to get this new floss and it was terrible. Buy it again. Please don't tell me it's still out of stock. Is it good? Is it back in stock? Yes. See all buying options. Why are you seeing all buying options? Just give it to me. Proceed to checkout. Quantity. Let's do like 5. They ran out of it and I was so mad. It's expensive though. Oh my god. Maybe we can find it cheaper. How much does it cost at Walgreens? Oh, it's only $7. Oh shoot, I'm just gonna go to Walgreens then. Never mind.
Join my army of the dead.
My plan next time is when they start the same conversation again. Instead of actually trying to speak English through all the equipment in my mouth, I'm just going to make my best Chewbacca noises the whole time. After we finish, I'll continue the conversation normally, and if they pretended they understood what I was saying, then either A, this dentist is trolling me, or B, we are both fluent in Wookiee. Results to follow.
Wholesale it and buy it by the case? Honestly, I would. That honestly is the most angry that I'd been in a while. Well, like, it's hard to find good floss because I have a retainer. And so I have to be able to floss in the retainer. And I don't like using the, like, thingies. You know, you gotta, like, tie it. It's too much work. So what I like to do is get this one floss that just has a good, it's strong floss. It does well. And you can go through the retainer. And it's, like, solid. And everything's good. And then you can just floss it. And then you can, like, pull it up through the retainer. And just do the, like, teeth retainer. All that stuff. And it just does super well. I tried a water pick. I bought one 3 years ago. I've yet to use it.
The meowists who say meowing as they jam Eve meowthing into your meowth as they get to meow work, and then as they meow art meowing meowls into your meowth to meow.
Because you have to like set it up with the water or something.
Your entire life meowery.
I don't know.
Meowdist. So meow me a meow yourself meow man.
No, this is a permanent retainer.
Meow working.
Oh my god, are you still meowing? You fill a small container with water. See, but that seems like a lot of work. So anyways, yeah, so it's the Oral-B. Hold up, that is the floss. If you have a retainer and you want really good floss, that is like the floss right there. And do not get this other crap that I got. That's terrible. It's so weak, it breaks. It gets stuck in between the retainer. Everything about it is horrible. So, yeah. So I'm like so happy with that. Highly recommended. But like I said, I also have a water pick, but I just didn't set it up because, like, what do you got to do? You got to, like, get the pick and then put the water in it. And then, that's so much. Like, I'm already tired just saying it all. $29 on Amazon. Don't get it on Amazon. Yeah, it used to be cheaper and it's sold out. At least try it before you spend $40 on floss. Maybe. We'll set it up one day.
A gift for you.
E-trainers. Welcome back, 22 months. Where is Mang Songs? Oof, Admiral. Found it on BNet. Rough. What's the possibility I got that item? I mean, it could have happened, but what you gonna do? You know, if you miss it, you miss it. Oh well. You don't find Meng Song. Meng Songs finds you. That's right. Hey man.
Join my army of the dead.
Mr. Llama screams, where is MEOWNG Meongs?
Where is meowing meongs? That's right. Deckard can't hit it. I believe it. Thank you, meow. Etc. I've died one time at 98 and it was halfway through. Ooh, rare Hydra bow. 47 days, no SIGs. Oh, I thought you were saying I'm on 47 days with no SIGs. You were saying you. Good job, Hot Jacob. Congratulations. Remember, cigarette smoking damage is not permanent. So, whenever you get away from it for a while, you can actually start lowering all those risks again and stuff, which is really good. Sorry, Hot Jacob. Tom wears glasses? Yeah, generally contacts. Is Dak still our QB? Yeah, but we have to make a deal, and that's just taking a while. Do I think there's going to be football this year? Or what's my thoughts? I think there's going to be football almost guaranteed. There's too much money on it, which is like very sad. Another storm shield, my goodness. There's too much money on it, and once again, especially in America, money reigns supreme. We franchise tagged them, but the tag's like 60 million or something, right? Because it's like second tag, something like that.
I am over.
Something stupid. We better not be paying them that much. We're just working a deal with them right now. Yeah, pro football is like pretty much guaranteed. They will risk the lives. Berserker X. Keep BK. They will risk the lives of everybody playing to run it. Guaranteed. Oh, we got the Fool's Mod and the damage is nothing. Dang, that's so sad. That could have been really good. I mean, they already risked the lives of them anyways, exactly. But yeah, I mean, billions of dollars at stake. They're not gonna let that hold out. See ya, meow. Have a good one. So I think that's guaranteed. My bigger interest more comes in terms of college and schooling, and Fool's Mod is attack rating and max damage per level. Pretty much, Dewey. Yeah, why we're pushing to try and open schools is beyond me. I have absolutely no clue. And they're like, only 0.1% of students will die. Which is what? Like 10 to 20,000 students? And that's not even counting all of the like people, you know, that would bring it, all the kids that'll bring it back to their parents and all of that. That's just like the actual students. Not being in school does have developmental impacts on the students. Then like let's work harder to create an at-home schooling that works, you know? But we're still just trying to pretend this doesn't exist.
A gift for you.
And it's
GG.
not fixing it all. Not a parent, not interested in your opinion? Alright, whatever. Thanks, Ale. My stream, so I'm gonna give my opinion on my stream. I don't think I need to be a parent to care for children's lives. Sorry. Oh, God. You're not allowed to want children to live until you're a parent. I'm good. If they make it the Washington Llamas, I'm gonna sue them.
A gift for you.
Hey llama.
Hey Spawn, thank you very much for 21 months. Exactly, Metacaris.
A gift for you.
Maybe I'll hate children when I have them. I'll be like, eh, never mind. Thanks, Alan. I'm not instructing parents on what they should do. I'm upset at the government for letting us get to this current situation and then deciding that now we should send people back to school when it's not safe. That's what I'm upset about. That is not against the parents at all. That's a failure of government right there. Look at how many other nations handled it right when it came out. Did immediate quarantines, kept things shut down. And that is a failure of gauntlets. Those were terrible. And how successful it's been over, you know, in those places.
Impossible.
Hey. Jealous.
Join my army of the dead.
Imagine sending children to school during a nuclear winter.
True enough.
Government be like, oh, it's cool, it's not as radioactive as before. Duh.
A gift for you.
9 months. Oh, baby, baby.
Happy 9 months, baby, baby.
I am
Thank you very
overburdened.
much. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I mean, I'm not bringing up a left or right, or honestly caring if you are a left or right person. I'm just bringing up basic human rights and facts and situations. Ah, darn. I wanted that 3 NATO or 5 NATO. Darn, darn, darn. And when you compare us to the rest of the world, we have not done well. And obviously being in Texas, where our governor tried to pretend like everything was fine and just skipped past everything. Now we have some of the most cases in the country. I mean, like, it's very much directly a result of your leadership and how many deaths and cases and everything exist. At what point do you blame the people? I mean, sure, but like, a lot of people are downplaying it because our leaders are downplaying it. If our leaders came out and were super serious about it and put, things in place and were unified and all agreed on it and, we're like, all right, we're going to tackle this and did the right stuff. And okay, you know what? We have the virus has come out. So immediately effective now, we're doing like a 2-week lockdown on the country. And here is, $5,000. Oh, God, that damage.
I can't carry any.
To each person, and we'll figure out later with all that stuff. And boom, done. I don't understand how they work. All I'm saying is we saw other countries do that as soon as it came about. And now they have no cases. So... Oh, you're talking to others. I was like... the proof is in the pudding there. This isn't like hypothetical, theoretical stuff. This is like stuff that we're seeing. No reported cases. 165's gross. I mean, I'm talking about places that I trust. I'm not trusting China's numbers on reported cases. But I'll trust, like, New Zealand's numbers and South Korea's numbers and countries that have shown
if it just
leadership.
Stopped testing for it, then we would show no cases as well.
We don't need to bring that quote up. So. Do I have a stylish mask? No, it kind of looks like a pig snout, to be honest. It's not very stylish at all. But you know what? It works. And that's all I need. We did Project Diablo 2 yesterday.
Common theory I keep hearing. Bottom line is money, nobody cares. First theory I heard. Oh, more lockdown, less gas consumption. Therefore the government has more gas. Promoting the sales of useless masks, giving cops more job.
I mean, bottom line is money. That is very true. That's the biggest issue right now. We're seeing that. Oh, come on. That could have been so good. Amrin, nice. If you want to see my gear, you can just look. I mean, we've been placing prices on lives for a long time, right? I don't think that's anything new. Vehicle recalls, right? Isn't that the whole thing in Fight Club? The whole talk?
I'm overburdened.
What's the estimated cost of settlements for the number of people this will kill versus the cost of the recall? And if that number's not high enough, you just kind of accept that. I still haven't finished watching that movie, or watched it all the way through. I just know Tyler's kind of crazy. Don't really know why that main character keeps going along with him. It's a weird movie. Ugh. I heard Facebook had a lot of good answers. Did you? All right, everybody. Let's call it good on that topic. Let's all settle down and let's talk about, what should we talk about?
Join my army of the dead.
I'm all for a smart response to COVID-19 but with a morality rate of less than 0.5%. Does the economic damage warrant the current response?
Yeah, totally. Lives over money, and if handled better previously, then there would be less economic damage overall.
Funniest bit I heard from a guy. He goes,
All right, no
well,
more. We're done with it. No more. We're moving on from it. What would you guys think? Hold on, let me think. I'm sure it was a good thing that you posted, but
Sue, you like stuff?
yeah, I like stuff. You like stuff? Oh, I was gonna have a good question, like a good poll for the chat. Another rare Thundermaw. It's 2 for us. The same 5 horn notes, yep.
Join my army of the dead.
How can you say you like stuff if you won't even buy new shoes?
That is a good point. I do not have new shoes. Hurry up and find it. I'm trying. I'm trying. Bill. Rent or buy. No, don't start that one. New names for the Washington team. I mean, Washington Generals. They can just get beat up in basketball all the time. Washington Llamas. Sounds good.
Join my army of the dead.
I feel like this is the perfect moment to ask things like, what's the weather like?
Yeah, it's nice.
Join my army of the dead.
Tried to make a kick/charge attack sin while you were playing, but had too much fun trying to speed my way up to nightmare with fire traps. You're a diseases llama. I am not infected with your speed running memes.
Sorry.
I tried to say this before but IDK if it went through, so if you heard this already I'm sorry. The other day I changed my own oil for the first time but I
Nice.
realized I was missing an important tool. I asked my wife if I could drive her car and she said just was your hands. I said, would if I could.
What if I could? What if I could, sweetie? Oh, I know that. Oily Joe knows all about that.
Join my army of the dead.
Washington Patriots Kappa.
The Washington Patriots. Just trying to get whatever little bit of success they can through a name steal. There you go. I have not. We'll just see what happens, man. What was I going to poll the chat on? Oh my gosh. Driving me crazy. Thank
Good
you,
luck,
Sheik.
Mr. Llama Llama.
Appreciate that. The Washington wash your hands. The Washington what if I could. No sparklers ready to go off? Nah, maybe I should get some fireworks that I can set off in my apartment.
Join my army of the dead.
Last week, our home was 1 block away from getting evacuated in a forest
Not
fire.
MBS.
We live up in the mountains. I was able to watch the fire spreading using binoculars while on top of the roof.
I am overburdened.
The political negativity that spread throughout chat reminds me of how the forest fire spread. I'm glad we put out the fire.
Put out the fire. Washington Mang song lessons. What happened with Flying Vomit Girl? Wait, who is Flying Vomit Girl? How's the item questing? We're getting there. MVS is this weekend, yes. Yes, it is. What's in your head? The Washington Pawn Pushers. Since they made experience way harder? None. The Capitals. Wait, Nationals. Wait. The Washington Debrunskis. You have to wait all season, and then at the very end they'll do a reveal on how many games they won in one big video. Seems good. Thank you, SimCity. Hey, Biased. I'm good. How are you? I kind of hope that they just stay as the Washington team. They just do nothing else. It's just the Washington team. Praise be to Sorc. Washington Speedrunners. There you go. Being hip. The Washington teen? No, I said teen. Washington natives?
Mang songs or bust.
Washington veterans? I think both of those sound pretty good. Washington jabronis?
Join my army of the dead.
Red Tails
Forward,
would be
man.
amazing. As a proud airman I would finally follow an NFL team.
Red tails? That would be nice. Thank you, Luca. Thank you, Airdog. And Confused. And Cheekfly.
Join my
Oh, wait.
army of the
10 hours.
With all those Washington memes, I couldn't help but wonder if there's a man called Washington.
Probably somewhere. The Washington sports ball players. The Washington DuckTales. I like the Washington Georges.
My sisters and I met yesterday to discuss whether or not to bury or cremate our mother. We couldn't come to a decision between the two, so we are letting her live for now.
Oh, that's... Oh. Very nice. The Washington Machines. I like that. The Washington Hands. The Washington behind your ears. God. The Washington Washingtons. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I'll do pod reset next month. The wishy Washingtons.
Llama, just curious, when are you likely to stream level 18 PvP, and how does one participate?
Interested, huh? I am likely to stream it when we discuss and get another event set up for it. I'm guessing next week I'll have something. That'd be my assumption. I mean, I'd recommend single player D2. I think that's always simplest and most fun. I think it'd be cool if community duels could become 1 2-month event. Yeah, honestly, like I said, I'd run. I would love to run a fight club. The Washington Cowboys. Oh god. Ooh, a rare dimensional shard. Dang. I'd love to run the Llama Fight Club with like point rankings on it and all of that stuff.
Washington, 12 stories high made of radiation. The present beware, the future beware. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Are complete. So like once a week or something like that, we just have some like dueling and all that stuff. The Washington Immortals. The Washingtons. Wait, 15 or 18? We don't talk about Llama Fight Club, but if we did, we'd probably say like Monday night at 9? 8? Something like that. The I swear she was 18 duels. Oh, Jesus. I swear she was level 18. Hardcore source duels, 18 plus. No, I think it would actually be super dope to kind of get a little more. I know we've done this in the past.
Washington teams, where every player gets jersey with 15 and 18 on them, but aren't told which number they are before the game, so they all have to ask, wait, 15 or 18?
Am I 15 or 18? Teen. Yeah, but what number am I? Teen. Okay, you're not. Can you repeat how many skills and stats chat has?
18 skills and 11 stats.
How many skills?
Teen.
18 or 15? It's cutting you off.
Greetings.
Teen.
That's not
1-8.
1-8. Okay. It never gets old. Oh God, it never gets old. Oh. He wasn't messing with me. It was definitely Discord cutting him off. Oh God. Let's watch Alex dance. Wait, me Alex or Botez Alex? Gosh dang it, I keep doing that. No! Crap. Alex says we did have to do that whatever dance. I didn't even see her because I was so focused on my dancing. But apparently my dancing was better. As assumed. We're closing up on 93k followers, man. Road to 100k is real, you guys. That's crazy. What do you think? You think we can hit 100k before the end of the year? That'd be sick. Next time. The washing ding. What about before my 30th birthday? That's pushing it. That gives us 2 months. Surprised I don't have 100k already? I'm surprised I have 93k. That's a very large number. I mean, I played Diablo 2, you know. It's not as popular of a game as Path of Exile or, you know, a lot of these other games, and it's not whatever stuff either. You know, it's Diablo 2. And I also stream a lot less than a lot of people. Like, these past few months I've streamed a little more just because of, you know, whatever.
100k
Thanks,
before
Broski.
Mang songs definitely. Maybe even 1 million K.
I don't know about that. Also 1 million K. So a billion? Thanks, Evan. The Washington Taco Bell Baja Blast. I mean, if there was ever a time to sell out completely, it feels like right now is the time, you know, because it's just like the thing. Back when these teams were named, teams weren't selling out as much. But now, you can just completely sell out and it's all Gucci. So, the Washington TikTok PewDiePies sounds like a fantastic name. The Washington Raid Shadow Legends. The Washington Depends. Twitch Washington Primes, exactly. The Washington NordVPNs, exactly. Sorry, Settler. I'm trying to avoid them. Game's not good enough. The Washington Nilla Wafers. I'd get that shirt. Jersey. That's right, Evan. Come on, Pindy. What you got for me? 20 IAS? 20 light res? I'd take it on a speed run. They changed their name to the DC Redskins. We did it. We changed our name, everybody. It's official. Should I buy D2 in the expansion pack? I think so. Was that an Onion article? I didn't see it, but possibly. But yeah, I know I've talked about it before, but I would love to do a little bit more set things. Again, obviously we try and cram things in here and there, and we keep some free days, but like Magic Find Monday every Monday. You know, try it with a friend Tuesday or something, where we duel. Maybe it's just called Dueling Tuesdays. Would be better names. You know, and then like Thursday is like hell speed runs. And I don't know. Figure stuff out. But I think that would actually be a lot of fun. Just kind of set up like a couple days so it's like, you know, people have like the things to look forward to. I've seen that most with the dueling. Like a lot of people, you know, are like, is it time for our duel? Like, when is our next duel day? Play Trine? I have no clue what that is. The Washington Wednesdays. It's a platformer kind of game. Could do Valorant. Watch Llama be terrible at FPS games. Sounds fun. Grievous would have won if Llama didn't cheat. You think so? I need an N64 day? I do. I really do. Not bad. Beat Brunsky to 99. Well, I think we're going to do that next week. I think next week we're just gonna pure grind and hit 99. Torchlight 2 is free in Epic Games right now. Oh, nice. Good call. Maybe I'll send him a message. The thing is, we don't share a lot of the streaming hours. So, what a settler. What are you crying about? I died one time at 98. Many times before that when I played more sloppy. Yeah, he's mostly daytime, so we really don't have a lot of... We've done like a little bit before together, but... we don't have a lot of stream times in common, unfortunately. Makes it a little difficult. Wow, those were terrible. How tall is Dabrowski? I don't know. Probably taller than me. A lot of people think I'm taller than I am. Then they see me in person and they always go,
Good afternoon.
oh. I sound tall? Exactly. Whoa! Why is there nothing good at the top of this? Come on! Ugh. One to curses? Jeez. He's 5'11"? Oh, hey, same height as me. Almost so good. I think you're taller too. Really? Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not that tall. Whenever I go on dates on dating profiles and then they see me in real life, they're like, yeah, you look taller in your pictures. I do have broad shoulders, but I've done swimming, I do rock climbing, I do a lot of things that like grow my shoulders, so that, you know, probably just gives me a bigger frame up top, but yeah, I'm not that tall. Whatever. Do I play more 1.0? I'm going to do 1.0 tomorrow. I have a tall person head. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means exactly, but we'll take it. Isn't it Tuesday? Who knows? Who knows? Natty's Claws. Rare drop. So many of those. Hey, cool. How you doing? Boom. Do I do bouldering or sport or both? Yeah, I do both. The only thing I'm not doing is lead climbing. I might do it one day, but I don't know. I'm not good enough yet. I'm only climbing like V3, V4 stuff. I mean, I haven't done a lot of it, and obviously now with COVID, I haven't gone in, you know, a few months. So I only had like January, February. Yeah, I only had like 2.5 months of climbing before it all got shut down. So yeah, I could probably start lead climbing But I don't know. I still feel like there's a lot that I want to like do and learn on non-lead, you know. You got a boulder cave in your garage? I'm so jealous of you. I have been wanting to build one, but I rent an apartment and I have nowhere. I live in Texas. I have nowhere to like do anything with it. 2 to assassin skills, 30 to strength, but again, nothing else really. Okay. So. Yeah. But I almost built like a little something like where I could put up where the flower pictures are, like pull my couch out, take the flower pictures down, and then drill into my apartment walls. Just like, you know, it would just be like a flat wall pretty much. I have a fingerboard, so I like hang on that and, you know, do pull-ups and stuff on it, but you know, you want to like actually climb too. What flower pictures? The right there. The just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So, we'll do that. Hey, what up, Zabur? Tech decks? Oh man, good stuff. For sure, Vendus. Like I say, I'm so sad that I like can't climb right now. Am I working towards getting a house soon? You know, I thought about it. I don't really want to like buy a house right now. Exactly. We're not doing a buy versus rent comparison. Man, I can't speak today. I'm like all over the place. I've been screwing up my speech so much. It's pretty bad. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, one, my current lifestyle doesn't really support buying at the moment. Additionally, the market is pretty high. Yeah, interest rates are really low. But, I mean, all of these markets are like, all my friends that are buying houses right now, they're having to like offer cash on the spot and stuff. So, you know, I want to be in a buyer's market, not a seller's market. I want to go around and they're like, please, we'll knock another 10 grand off the price. Just buy our house. That's my ideal scenario. So yeah, in a seller's market, I have no immediate need to go buy. Additionally, if you buy a house, then you have to like maintain a house. You have to deal with all that stuff. There's extra responsibilities. You have to maintain the yard, and you know, there's a lot of extra stuff that like in my apartment, I don't have to do any of that. Plus, like, ghosts don't haunt apartments. They only haunt houses. You know? If there's a ghost in my apartment, I just like move to another apartment, you know? Ooh, So. But if the ghost follows you, then like, you know, really in the end it's like, who cares, right? Like, ghost is like breaking stuff and like crawling around. I'm like, bruh, it's a rental. I don't care. What you gonna do? You know, he'll leave pretty quick. He'll be bored. So, you know, my dreams of... That's crazy money. My dreams of owning a home... Not really dreams. The thing that I would like to own a home for is, one, I can build a rock climbing wall. So that sounds really nice. Just have like a full room or a giant wall dedicated to it. And two, I want to have like a nice space that I can like host people over. But once again, right now I'm not hosting anybody. I'm just quarantining, so it doesn't even matter. But I'd like to have like, you know, a place that has a good space where people can come over and hang out, and I've got all my board games, we can play games, you know, just do a little more of like be more of a host and things, because obviously right now I'm just a loner video game dude. So that's kind of really all I want, you know, with the house. And I don't know, one day we'll get there, but like I said, seller's market right now, and nobody's coming over anyways, so like... Oh, that's so sick, Pete. Did you get, like, mega harnesses as well, or is that you just bouldering on it? Board games with Papa Botez? Oh, I mean, that'd be fantastic. Ignore target defense. Just bouldering. Get some good
Bagel
pants.
Girl was over there the other day, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was also quarantined, so before she left town, she just came over to hang out for a stream, give us some luck. Unfortunately, didn't work out. Nice Raggets. Going to bed. Good night. I am off here soon as well, as I need to do, like I said, a little more work before tomorrow. Got a presentation gotta do. See ya. Garbage. I do IT for work. 2 to traps, 25 strength, 18 cold res. Would love that on a speed run. $30 IS, 94 ED. Nothing else. Oh my gosh. Nope. Hey, Carnes, how you doing? 2 is a good game. Alright, well, remember everybody, tomorrow, let's go ahead and go to 400 runs and we'll call it good. Tomorrow we're doing 1.0. Best rare I found for speedrunning? I don't know, I found a lot of good ones.
Fresh meat.
I like
Settler
Twist.
8785
Thanks,
gifted a
Talk.
tier 1 sub to Zabor. They have given 698
Wow.
gift subs in the channel.
Mwah. Thank you, Settler. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do a 1.0 run. And I'm excited for it. What character do you think we should do? Oh my gosh, catfish. Rough. Yeah, for 1.0. We did the barbarian last time. What are we thinking this time? Amazon could be interesting. I feel like exploding arrow Amazon would be really solid. Don't you guys? Ah, but mana. Gosh dang it. Never mind. Maybe just try the summoner?
Fresh meat.
I am overburdened.
Thank you, Boog. Sorceress and just like dump all of my points into warmth. It's definitely an idea. I think Source could actually not be bad. The problem is only through normal would be a pain. If we go through hell, Sorceress would be amazing. Especially because there's no immunities. But Barb would also be amazing through hell because we get Whirlwind, which is, oh my god, so good. Yeah, you can't buy mana in 1.0. Necro Bone Walls drop items in 1.0? Wait, what? Yeah, but then... No, it's not going to be good, though. Like, it costs mana to drop it, though. So, that's the problem. Pally, I think, is going to be pretty boring. But once you get to 18, you get hammers. It's helpful. Though I honestly have no clue how hammers in 1.0 were. And if concentration even affects hammers in 1.0. And then also, Holy Fire doesn't even add damage to the melee weapon, so... That's just going to be a painful character to run. Probably boring. Night, Mariano. Hammers got buffed later, sucked 1.0, but like, what doesn't suck in 1.0? That's not a level 30 skill. Like, Frozen Orb is great, Whirlwind is great, but those are all like level 30 skills. What's something that I can actually use? You know? Nova is so mana intensive. Like, if I was a druid, I could just use Fissure and everything's fine, because, like, Fissure just murders everything. Firewall? That's, what, level 18, though? It's a long time to get Firewall. And also a lot of mana. That's 18.
I am overburdened.
Oh, we're at 401. Alright, well, rip. It was a good try. It was a good try.